Open Heavens Daily Devotional. Date: Friday, February 7, 2025. Theme: Mountain Moving Faith 2. Memorize. And blessed is she that believed, for there shall be a performance of those things which were told her from the Lord. Luke 1:45. Read Matthew 9:20-22. 20. And, behold, a woman, which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years, came behind him, and touched the hem of his garment. 21. For she said within herself, If I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole. 22. But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. Hymn 16. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus. Message. A major characteristic of mountain-moving faith is that it also moves the believer. In other words, when you have faith, you'll begin to make moves in line with your faith. David had faith in God that he would kill Goliath, therefore, he boldly went to meet the king for permission to fight the giant. When Goliath charged at him, David didn't back down. He ran towards the giant and eventually had Goliath's head in his hand. 1 Samuel 17:51-54. If you truly believe, you'll start moving towards the outcome you want. Years ago, I was down with malaria on a day we were to have a Bible study in church, so I stayed back at home. I lay in bed and decided to listen to a sermon. The sermon was about faith, and as if the preacher could see me, he said, What are you doing on the bed if you know that Jesus' stripes have already healed you? Get up. That stirred my faith, so I got up and decided to go to church. My entire body ached, but somehow, I made it to church and sat at the back. During the praise and worship session, I ignored the pains in my body and danced. After a while, I felt the urge to urinate, and by the time I left the toilet, the sickness had vanished. My father in the Lord once conducted a revival in our church in Ilorin, a state in southern Nigeria, and God moved him to say, If there's anyone here trusting God for the fruit of the womb, go and buy the appropriate clothes for the gender of the baby you want. A woman heard this, and when she got home, she bought a cotton clothes for a baby boy, which she displayed for everybody to see. Her neighbors laughed at her, saying that she had gone mad out of her desperation to have a child. She ignored them, held on to the word of the man of God, and 9 months later, when the baby boy arrived, it was her turn to laugh. Beloved, start making your own move of faith now. Whatever you are trusting God for, make moves towards it as if you have gotten it already, just like the woman I mentioned in the paragraph above. I declare that the Almighty God will give you a miracle that will surprise everyone around you, in Jesus' name. However, you have to take a step of faith. Action point. Make a move towards what you are believing God for.